Hello students, this is Bhavna, your master teacher of physics at Vedantu 9th and 10th English channel. Now people, why do I come here for you guys? Today I come with a very important news that CISCE have released an official marking scheme for you guys for ICSE 10th and 12th as well. But what is more important for us? Yes, we are going to focus about the ICSE 10th marking scheme from CISCE. Now, people, you already know this thing that last month, like April, in the month of April, it is being released by the CISCE that the exams for ICSE boards will be cancelled owing to the COVID-19, which is a good decision by the government. Why? Because safety, health, and well-being of the students are prior most. But if the exams have been cancelled, what and how are we going to decide our marks with? How we will be given the streams? How we will go forward with our career? What will be the future owning for us? Now, all these answers will be given by this marking scheme if we try to understand this. Now, people, to be very truthful, very truthful, the evaluation parameters which I have gone through, I myself found it totally like an exam in itself. So it is like you're clearing your exam all together to figure out what are your exam results. So people, today we are going to check our math skills, and yes, I'm going to explain you everything that how the long, chalo, let's just see at what we have according to the CISCE norms. So as I told you people, the scheme has been out for ICSE 10th and 12th both. But what we are going to consider today, we are going to consider the 10th one, and I'm going to give you a simple example how you can also calculate your result. Now people, the main thing is that your marks in any of the subject is not just considered by your 10th standard score for this year. It will have some part of it from the 9th standard and some part of it from your school's performance as well. That is right, student. So your marks is now just not your responsibility, but your previous year performance and your school performance also comes into picture. So what we are going to do, let's go straight towards the 10th standard scoring. So here it is, what we are talking, what we have as the marks calculation for my 12th, as you can read it here, students. And we are going to go straight to our section where we are going to see what is the way that we are going to calculate our marks for grade 10. Now people, I already told you, it's not just you who is going to focus on your score this time. Your school performance also matter. So which year it is actually taking into consideration for your school performance? So let's say we are in 2021, we have to calculate the marks for this year. So our school performance, whichever school we are in, we have to take into consideration where at least 10 candidates have taken the exam from the year 2015 to 2020. So let's just pick one year. So let's say, which year is your nice one? Before this COVID situation, I will like to go in the year of 2019. So let's just start doing this, students. We are going to have a sheet ready with us where we can do the marking scheme right away. So we are going to pick up what, let's consider the year in which your school performed best from 2015 to 2020 is 2019. So this is the academic year we are considering where your school performance was best. Number one is this. Then I told your 9th and your 10th score both are going to matter. So what we are going to see next, let's see here. The benchmark standard deviation. Now what is this point referring to? Now students, standard deviation is a mathematical formulation for your percentages where you are considering at least your English as one subject and 4 other subjects out of 500. This is what you have to calculate. Now, I'm going to give you an example where you can calculate the standard deviation. So, let's just consider an example, people. Let's say your exam result has shown you the last year's, that is your 10th for overall year, your exam result for 5 subjects had 90, 95, 80, 85 and 70 marks. Let's say you have one subject as weak, so 70 marks in that, and every other subjects are the 80, 85, 90, 95. What you need to do? To calculate your standard deviation, you first have to sum up all these marks. Your sum will come out to be, if I add up 90 to 95 to 80 to 85 to 70, my answer is coming up 420. Oh my God. The answer is also having some mischievousness in that in itself. So let's just say what is the next step. Once you get, this is the total of your 5 subjects. The total of the 5 subjects will give you or easily make you calculate the mean. Now the formula for mean is given as the sum upon the total number. So the total number here is 5 subjects. Your sum is 420. So let's just divide it by 5 and your answer for this will coming out to be 84. So this is your mean. Yet we have to calculate more stuff here. So let's just go forward, people. This is your mean value. Now to calculate the standard deviation, you first have to calculate one is term that is called variance. That means what is the deviation from your marks, which is the mean, and your total marks which you guys have got there. So let's just calculate for each of the subjects. So first subject, second subject, third subject, fourth subject and fifth subject. Now what we have to do? Let's just write the marks here and let's just start subtracting each one for the mean value. So my mean value is 84. I'm subtracting each one from my mean. So what I'm getting, people, 90 minus 84 will give me 6. 95 minus 84 will give me 11. 80 minus 84 will give me minus 4. This will give me 1 and this will give me a minus 14. Now people, it's okay to get negative here because this is not your negative marking. What is the next step is to calculate the square. So what you need to do, you need to calculate the square of each of these quantities. So 6 square gives me 36. 11 square gives me 121. The square of 4 gives me 8. So it's minus 4 into minus 4 giving me 8. So now your negative value is not going to bother you at all. This will be 1 and this will be 196. What is your next step? Add up all the numbers. On adding up all these numbers, that is 36 to 121 to 8 to 1 to 196, my total comes out to be 370. Now what is this 370? Now we are going to calculate our standard deviation, students. Now what is the formula for standard deviation that we use? We first have to calculate the variance by the formula which is given as 370, which is the sum here, divided by the total number of subjects were 5, subtracted to 1. So you have to divide 370 by 4. What is the sum you're getting it? You are getting 370 by 4 will give you what, students? It will give you a value of 92.5. Once you get this, your standard deviation. So students, you have to be very particular with your maths formula to actually figure out your marks this year for ICSE. So your standard deviation, which is given as rho, is given as the square root of this number, which comes around 9.6. So I am taking it as a round for 9. Now I know 9.6 should be rounded off to 10, but I'm taking it as a 9. Why is it so? To make our life easy. Because that is what we are taking as an example even in our sheet. So students, we are going to take 9 as our number. So let's just see where this 9 is holding us. The standard deviation that we have just calculated, it is mentioned here. So let's say the value of the standard deviation, that is rho, for a school that never had at least 10 candidates, that is an exception case. But for your case, it is taken to be 9. Cut. Yes. Okay. So let's try this, students. Now here, as we have taken the example, the year to be 2019. Why we have taken year to be 2019? Because it is what is given in our sheet as well. So let's say your school performed best in 2019. So this is number 1 of your rationale. Second, the standard deviation of the percentage total score out of 500 has to be obtained for a candidate by the school appearing in English and at least 4 other subjects. Let's say we are taking it 9. So I've just given you an example where we have calculated your standard deviation as 9. So this is your standard deviation, students, that you are getting here. Now, what is the next step? Now, there are more steps to it. What is it? We observe that the average percentage marks that a students obtain in mathematics. So, this is an example where mathematics is taken to be your subject. Now, it is that in year 2019, let's say you scored this much percentage. Now, what is the value given to this much percentage, students? The value given to it is mu. Okay. Now, why we are taking all these values? Just take care into consideration that whatever we are writing here, what is so important to us, guys? So, the very first number that is important to us is a rho. The second number that is important to us is a mu. This is your standard deviation and this is your percentage in the best year. Percentage in a subject in the best year of your school. So not your best year, but the school's best year in performance, right, of your school. So they get to this. Let's say the example here is given to be 70. So let me just write these values as well. This we have taken as 9. This we are taking as 70, right? Let's go back to the next point. Now assume that the candidate concerned has obtained 90% of average marks in class 9th. So students, your 9th standard marks comes into picture. That is what I told you. So if you scored 90% and let's say 80% in class 10 for mathematics, which one will be taken? Your aggregate, your marks will be taken, your rho percentage. Now this is very, very important, student. Your rho percentage, which will be referred as your P rho. We will be considering this as 80%. Why? Sorry, we will be considering it as your 90%. So the number 3 which we have is your rho percentage in one of the subject. What is it? Out of 9th and out of 10th, which marks you have aggregate greater? So here you get it 90 as the number, which is 90%. Whichever is greater, we will be going to take that. The next is the candidate has obtained how much marks in the project or the practical work. So the next marks comes here, that what you get as a practical or as a project work in of your subject. So you already know that your theory paper is of 80 marks and generally 20 marks goes for your practical paper. So whatever you get in this, you will be making a percentage out of it. So the example here which is given by CISE is that you scored complete 20 out of 20. That is 100% of the marks. This will be taken as your B. So what is this, students? B. Now this is again calculated both as marks obtained out of it and what is the percentage we are talking about. So if it is 100%, that is your value B. Now the rho marks in mathematics can be calculated till now. It is not done yet, but till now the step tells me what is the rho marks. Ek second bacha badi. Let me just get a better pen. So let me just calculate the, let's take black only. Let's say that my rho marks is what I need to calculate now. Now the rho marks will be calculated by the values given as 90 into 80 upon 100. What is this 90? What is your rho percentage into the marks? So you know your theory paper is of 80 marks. Now this percentage has to be multiplied plus your total marks that is obtained in your practical project. So what you are getting here, students, your rho percentage was 90 upon 100 into 80 plus 20. Your answer for your rho marks is coming out to be, it is coming out to be as given here 92. Now 92 is your score. The answer is no, it's not yet. It is one of the number we are going to look for. So keep this number with you and let's go forward. So till now we have done 4 steps. Your standard deviation. What is your standard deviation of the total marks obtained this year? Second, what is mu, which is the percentage in a subject, whichever you are taking your marks for the best year of your school. Second, the raw percentage in 9th and 10th, whichever is greater will go there. Third, your practical or the project work. Now the maths is not yet done. The maths is just begun. So let's see what is the maths next. The next step is to calculate the row total. Now what do you mean by row total? This is one subject. We have to calculate the row total of the whole of the subjects you have got in English and best of the 4 subjects you have. So student, let's say you do that. Now what you're doing, your standard deviation as we calculated for your 1 year has to be calculated for your row marks again. So you have to calculate your row marks for each of the subject and then calculate the standard deviation again. लग रहा है ना दोबारा से मैथ्स का पेपर दे रहे? I can take it. I can actually consider this because मुझे भी ऐसे ही लग रहा है कि दोबारा पूरा मैथ्स पढ़ा दिया है to make sure that your marks are correct or not. Now let's say your standard deviation of these raw marks is coming out to be 12. Now what you will be referring to? You have to see that the average raw mathematics theory percentage be 78B for all candidates. Now what is this, people? The average raw mathematics theory percentage for your school. So how many students had been given the exam will be taken considering, and we have to calculate the average of all the students. So it is saying that the average of all the students is 78. So let's start doing the maths again. This time the math says ki your school comes into picture. So number one step is again calculate the standard deviation. But this time the standard deviation has to be calculated for all the raw percentages you are getting, all the raw marks. Second is you have to see the average of your school for a particular subject. This becomes your second part which we are calculating here, which is given to be 78. Now what we have, students, here? The next point we are going to calculate your scaled score. Now what is that we are calculating now? We are calculating your scaled score here, and it is given by the formula that is calculated as A is equals to rho upon S. Right? So it's a big number, it's a big formula. P rho minus M plus mu. Now people, let's just see where are my M. This is my M. Given in the example, it is 78. This is the row which is we are calculating. This is the standard deviation of your marks, total row percentages. Now remember, your row had a value of 9. That is what we have taken before. Second is your value S is 12. Your P row is what you have percentage calculated as the sum of, as the students. Remember, what is your P row? Your P row was coming out to be 90. This is your row percentage of 9th and 10th. So what you got here now? Yes. So what we got here, students, now we got the P row as 90. What is your M value? Your M value is 78. And what is your mu value? Your mu value as calculated by the school best performance was 70. Now you're getting it? This is what we are putting here. Let's just put all the values and let's see what is your A coming out to be. Your A is coming out to be 9 upon 12 into 90 minus 78 plus 70. The answer here is given to be 70 now. This is my score. The answer to this is no. Again, this is even not your score. This is another step that you have taken. So you have calculated one thing that is 92 above, which is your row marks. Then you have calculated your A. Now, what is your subject board theory marks percentage? Now we are coming closer to calculating your percentages. So people, what we have here, your A is your calculated value, which is 79 here. So if I have to calculate the percentage marks in theory for you guys for a particular subject, it is given as 0.7 of A plus 0.3 of B. Now, what was B? Do you remember what was B, students? Yes, this is your B value. So, your practical or the project is taken care here. What you have to do? You have to calculate 0.7 of 79 plus 0.3 of B is not your marks. It is the percentage we are talking. So it will be 100% because you got 20 out of 20. If you got less, you will use that percentage here. So your answer here is coming out to be 85.3. This is the percentage of marks, not the marks yet. To calculate the subject theory marks, so marks in subject theory will be given as the formula that is subject board marks percentage plus weightage of the board marks. So you have your subject board marks to be 85.3%. And what is the scoring that you get when you talk about the theory paper? You get 80%, which is 0.8. So you just have to multiply these together. You get your 68.24, which is 68 again. So this is your weightage. This is your marks. Now the final subject marks will be what? When you add up this with your theory marks, which was 20 already. So your final or total marks out of 100 now, it is coming out to be 68 plus whatever you get in the theory, which is 20. So 88 is your final score. A lot of mathematics going there, but this is how you need to take care for each of the subject. Hence, we can be final that what is our score in each of the subject. So the candidate here scored 88 marks out of 100 in the subject of mathematics for the year 2020-21, and that is what you need to do for each of the subject. Students, a long list of doing things. No worries. Karte jao. It is a practice for your math session, and yes, that is why we are here. That if you have any doubts, anything, please come to our channel. Make sure that you are subscribing to our channel, and it is very, very essential that you like and share our videos because we get to know whether you are liking the content and it is helping you out or not. So make sure you're subscribing, putting on the bell icon and sharing and liking the video with your loved ones. Take care, people. I hope it helped you. Thank you. Bye-bye.